why you giving me hell? My uncle back up on the block and now they begging for bail. He always calling me for paper cause he know I'm the trail. Now I'm eating my McDonald's, I was fresh out of jail. Now I'm made it out of chunk, at least I know I'm up. Boy, thump, like my name is Jumper up a pump. Boy, I bump in that Billy Strong, he ain't know he ain't thump. He just grabbed the pump and made it go dumb. Got a pump.
It was only opened in 2020, but quickly became one of the league's most recognizable venues. You're looking at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California. Ready to get this game started. Here's Evan McPherson. And here we go from LA. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Young on the play action. What a start! Dre Greenlaw picks it off. And the Rams are going to have it after his second interception of the season. Oh, baby, this stadium was already loud to start this game, Brock. But that play, it's in an absolute uproar now.
And the one thing you want to do as an opposing team is quiet the crowd. Especially as a quarterback, it's your job to quiet that home crowd. But an interception, well, it does nothing but add fuel to the fire. A fever pitch now as the offense takes the field, looking for an early lead.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
That's just discipline with a capital D. The play in the huddle is a running back screen, but it takes discipline for that offensive line to not get downfield. Discipline for that receiver to stay alert, stay aware that he's a viable option as well.
Gets this one to Andrews. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down. Evan McPherson lining up the field goal try. This is going to be a 46-yarder.
A dependable kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
And that one's going to skip across the goal line and into the end zone. So the football will come back out to the 20. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Completes it to his running back. Here's Jonathan Brooks. And that's good for a gain of 5. Jermaine Pratt with the play defensively. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Now Young. That one hits the ground, incomplete, but a flag also hit the ground. Let's sort this out. Well, we knew it, Brock, and now they know it too. That one was on their defense. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw. Here's Young. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you've got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
The first carry now for Jonathan Brooks. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
These edge defenders in the league today, Kate, they've got so much on their list to do. A huge to-do list. They got to get to the passer, they got to set an edge, and they got to stop that run game, not just on the end of the line, but in that case, right in the middle of the field.
He connects downfield on 4.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And that fair catch brought in just beyond the 30-yard line. So no return on that punt. And the Rams will take possession. Ball at the 33 for first down. The first carry now for Kyren Williams. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have second down and 3.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
From the 39. Tried to connect, but it winds up incomplete.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Stroud now on third. Andrews with the catch. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. That one ends up a gain of 6. And the Rams are going to have a first down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. Finds his back, Kyren Williams. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it brings up an LA first down.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you planned for, and you go out and execute.
To the air yet again, it's Stroud. He's got Andrews. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains. A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. His quick throw knocked away, incomplete.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
Stroud to throw again on 2nd. And he won't get it there. Defender finds a throw and breaks it up. First time this game they've looked to him. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
You know, that is so hard to do. That's called body control. Great positioning to swat the ball away, not go through the receiver, no penalty flag. He's got the body control and, more importantly, the timing to knock that ball away.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time. Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Quick throw, right side, complete to start this drive. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. In the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
On 2nd down, it's Brooks. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a third down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next third down coming.
Going to the ground again on first. And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Play action now, Young. Hauled in left side. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
On first down, here comes Brooks. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
Finds the in route complete. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. 16 yards on the play. And it'll give the Panthers a first down. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. From the gun, a give to Brooks. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Remain cracked with the play defensively. Give him 6 on the pickup, and that is how our first quarter will end. So before they can get set and snap it, the clock runs out on quarter 1. Neither side separating much so far. We'll return to Inglewood in just a moment. We're ready to go with the second quarter. It's Panthers football. They're advancing it well as they face 2nd down. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. He gets 6 on that play, and that'll be good for a Carolina first. From the red zone now. Has him on the quick hitter. And he didn't get much time to secure it as he takes a shot. Good job to even hang on through that catch there. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Shotgun snap now to Young. Has a man, it's Brooks. And he maybe got back to the line there, but no further.
Some certainly do it better than others, Kate, but every running back in the league today has got to do just that. You cannot be a one-dimensional back in the league anymore. You can't. You got to be able to handle your business, both toting the ball as a runner, and really importantly as a check-down outlet on short throws.
Young to throw here on 3rd. He has the first over the middle. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. That's a gain of 13, and it sets them up with 1st and goal. They go play action here. To the edge of the end zone. Oh, it's incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. And it'll be 2nd and goal. Still a couple of shots at this one.
Quarterbacks, well, they're a lot like sharpshooters in the NBA. Sometimes they're just going to miss. You got to shake it off and keep on firing.
Sticking to the air, it's Young. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers tie and can take the lead here in the 2nd. It's a Jonathan Brooks touchdown. Point after added on by Elliott. And the Panthers take the lead on that successful kick. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Fielded at the 14. And this will give them decent field position. The return gets out to the 30. First and 10 now from the 30. On play action, here's Stroud. That's caught. He found some space. And as he goes out of bounds, we've got a flag on the play, likely against the defense. So a big self-inflicted error as that personal foul moves the ball forward quite a bit. Roughing the passer on that last play, and that's always going to lead to an automatic first down. Up the gut they go with Williams. And they bring him to a stop, but this run gets him into the red zone down to the 15. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
From the gun, Stroud. This one's caught. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I'm sure Coach, play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Here's Stroud now. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right. He was looking for Mark Andrews. So now it'll be 2nd and goal.
QBs, well, they're a lot like the great shooters in the NBA. Hey, listen, sometimes you're going to miss. You just got to shake it off and keep shooting away.
Shotgun now for Stroud. The shot to the end zone is incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. So they'll be left with 3rd and goal.
Yeah, that's one that's going to haunt him. There's just no question about it. A drop touchdown in the end zone. Now comes the mental toughness part of it. You got to flush that play quickly so you can make an impact later.
Cut near the goal line. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
Three plays haven't gotten it done. Now a 4th to try to reach that end zone. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And they will score. Touchdown, LA! The Rams take a 2nd quarter lead. Evan McPherson on to try the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Rams push their lead to 6. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. And no return here. This is a touchback, and the ball's going to come out to the 20. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Young. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Now Young. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Cameron Curl has it. And the Rams will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game without 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out and throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
That one intended for Mark Andrews. So it'll be 2nd down. Give to Williams from the gun. Big gap up the middle. He goes the distance. Touchdown, LA! The Rams parlay the interception into points. Kyren Williams the touchdown. Extra point added on by McPherson. And the Rams bump the lead up to 13 points. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. A carry by Brooks to start the drive. And he gets it forward to still about a yard out of that. A reverse on the tackle. Offense up to the line fast. Young working from the gun. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Third and long, Young. He's in trouble and gets brought down again. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough fourth down.
That's two. Count them, 2 drives that he has put to rest now. First with the interception, and this time a critical third down sack. There's just some players on the field, they sense the moment defensively, and when they get the opportunity, well, they make the most of it.
And hey, at least he held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return. Here's first and 10 from the 34. They go with Williams on the counter. And he'll knife his way through for a pickup of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
Here we go.
On second down, a run with Williams. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of fourth down. The Rams are set to punt. And he's got a good chance to really stick him deep his first time out. And this one ventures out of play on the fly. The question is where it's marked. Looks like they'll say the 17-yard line. Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10. Back now, pressure on its way. And not a great choice on first down. It's incomplete, nearly intercepted actually, so second down coming up. Young to throw it. He puts some power on a deep one left. He's got it deep downfield. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain. The screen pass falls incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And we'll see what they do here on second down.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
A second down throw for Young. Finds a man right side. And he's going to be out of bounds right along the 20.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk. And it was nearly a big play.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Here's Young to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Bronk, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
Panthers moving quickly, trying to get set at the line. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass. Not on the same page with his tight end. And that'll bring up second down. Now they'll throw out of the gun. That one doesn't find its man. Incomplete. This one intended for the running back. So they're left facing third and long. Young looking to throw. And he will score. It's a Carolina touchdown. The Panthers make it a one. Now we have a stoppage. No challenges inside of 2 minutes and a half, but the replay official wants to take another look at this on their own. That one not easy, Brock. Threading the needle there. Boy, there was a lot of traffic in the end zone, but he still found his man.
Yeah, you don't really recommend challenging double coverage in the end zone in this league, but when you give your receiver a chance in that spot, that's what they love. And sometimes you just have to trust that your guys are better than the ones surrounding him, and he'll go make that play anyway.
He'll begin his return from the 11. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line. First down, Stroud. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. And he'll go down, it will say right at the 39-yard line. Now the Rams will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. And that one is incomplete, and the clock stops with 18 seconds to go.
See the pass, time up your hit, and jar that ball loose. Not a lot of players are hanging on through a well-placed hit like that one.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Throwing is Stroud. That is incomplete. Down to 13 seconds left. No luck finding his receiver that time. And things look tougher now with third and long.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
It's taken in by Williams. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this.
Panthers 14.
Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Huard, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Return coming from the 14. A nice return, but what a hit we had at the end of it. They've got first down from the 31.
All right.
Stroud off the play fake. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along the route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
2nd and 10, Stroud to throw. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
And a nice return out of him. They have it a little further up, past their own 30. This one returned for 11 yards. And it's going to be Panthers football. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Shotgun snap now to Young. Hits him on the out route. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They strike for 23 yards. And it'll give the Panthers a first down. Now a shotgun handoff to Brooks. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Dre Greenlaw getting there for the stop. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you can win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
That's good for 7 yards. And that'll be good for a Carolina first.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
He's got a man left. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22.
I really like the timing of that screen call to the perimeter. Get the ball in space to operate, and turns into a nice gain.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Back to throw. Here's Young. Got him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And this is going to be a turnover. The defense forces the big play.
You know, Kate, defenders today are top. Don't just go get the sack. Go get the sack and the fumble. It's become an art form. Making that strip sack, and that play was a masterpiece.
Here's Williams to start the drive. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
And he's able to drive up past the 40. Pickup of 6, and now they've got 3rd and 7.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 7.
Looking to throw, Stroud. That's caught for the first. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. And the Rams are going to have a first down.
First goes down at the 45-yard line.
Now it's Stroud. That's on target, Puka Nacua. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And it brings up an LA first down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
From the gun, a carry by Williams. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
To be a stud back in this league, it takes more than just checking the athletic boxes. There's an IQ, a feel, a patience and craftiness required, along with just tremendous vision. He showed all of it navigating that run up the middle.
First down from the red zone. Has it down close. And not quite a touchdown, but he's down to the 4 before going out.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Straight ahead with Williams. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. A gain of 3, and now they're going to be able to plan for first and goal.
You know what I like about a second and short run play, Kate? Yeah, I like getting a first down, but you know what I like even more? That's going to set up a play-action pass in a similar down and distance, and that defense is going to have to key on the run.
Hands it to the receiver here in motion. Oh, look at this sweep. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Rams capitalize on the turnover and add to their lead. So the Rams keep the offense out there. They're deciding to try for 2. And he's into the end zone for 2. That sets him up with a 14-point lead. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. No return as this bounces into the end zone. The ball's coming out to the 20. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. Defense shows blitz. Young has a man. It's Brooks. And he's going to be out of bounds just before reaching the 30.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable. It creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. From the 28. No luck on the connection. It's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And what will they dial up on third and short?
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Quick pass, right side, complete. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. Sticking to the air, it's Young. Cut out left. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. To the air on first down, Young. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Rams get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life. Really on both sides of the ball. Right? You watch defensive coaches preach all the time, and they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block. And then for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down so it's not a pick six, yeah, it stinks for the offense. But that was the practice field coming to life for everybody to see.
Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8. Shotgun now, first round. He stays up. Escapes the pocket. He just throws this one away.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, man, you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. That's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throwaway.
He gets this one to Nacua. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. That's 16 on the pickup. And the Rams are going to have a first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On the handoff, this is Williams. Escapes a defender. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. 3 quarters in the books from this one. This one not out of reach quite yet, but it is a 2-score game to begin the 4th. The drive picks up here, first and 10. Another run for Williams. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams have likely locked up the win right there. Kyren Williams, the touchdown. Going after, up and good by McPherson. And the Rams stretch their lead to 21. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Returnable from the 2. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. They're out and set, first and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. First throw for the backup now. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Third and long for him here. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell.
The Rams take over first and 10 at the 31-yard line.
They've got first down from the 31. A run with Williams. And he's going to get this to the 29 before he's stopped. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up second and 8.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Give him about 3 yards, and now they're going to have 3rd and 5 to figure out.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Stroud now on 3rd. Chased out to his right. Caught by the open man. Touchdown, L.A. Well, this machine has been firing on all cylinders this game, partner. And it continues firing as that lead grows yet again.
And those who've tried to get in the way of that machine you're talking about, namely the defense, well, they paid the price over and over and over again.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Straight ahead, here's Brooks. And they're going to drag him down after a decent gain. He gets up to the 36. Minute 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
From the 36. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's out of bounds just past, looks like, the 40-yard line. They get 6 and a 1st down as well. On the give, it's Brooks. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. He'll get this one to Brooks. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
3rd down run with Brooks. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1. Going for it with Brooks. And they crush him right near the marker. It looks close, but yeah, Brock, I think he safely got that 1st down before the hit.
That is an old-school battle you simply love to see. An offense that close to a 1st down, a defense that knows there's a run headed its way. It's a battle of wills. It's the offense that gets it done this time.
1st down, and they go right back to him. And he's brought down for a loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back, because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Looking for the back that time. That's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Pass play coming here. That's complete. Here's Brooks. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. It was the rookie from USC who got there for that tackle.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains. I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out, and this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
Fourth and 3, drive on the line. Back to throw, needing a 1st. That's cut beyond the marker. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
I love those moments of truth. We get to see exactly how they handle it when all the pressure that drives right on them. Turns out, handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing on.
It's the 2-minute warning here in L.A. Panthers trying to do some window dressing. Ball at the 33 for 1st down. Still sticking with the passing game. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Hurry up offense now as time runs down. After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. Hauled in left side. And a nice game here, but it stopped short of the first.
Okay, one thing I learned from the late great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes, just like that.
Here he is on 3rd and long. Complete beyond the marker. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. From the red zone now. On target to his man Taylor. And he gets absolutely pumped to end that one. So make a check in that win column for the Rams. And they're stacking momentum right away this season as they begin the year 2-0. That does it for